Hello class, and today we'll be doing a problem on page 486, number 23. It's asking us for, there's two problems, A and B. The first question is asking us to find OM, OA, and BC. They give us that the height is 4 and the slant height is 5. So to find OM first, we'll have to do Pythagorean theorem. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 16, minus 16. We're left with 9, which will give us 3. So OM equals 3. To find OA, you need to know that OA is 2/3 of AM, and OM is 1/3 of AM. By theorem 10.4, saying that the medians of a triangle intersect in a point that is 2/3 of the distance from each vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Therefore, OA equals 2 times OM. So OA equals 2 times 3, making it 6. So our OA equals 6. To find BC from a right triangle with the points of O, B, and M, you need to know that OM is equal to 3 and the height is equal to 4. You can deduce that OB is 6 since OA equals OB because they are both radii to the triangle ABC. With that in mind, do the Pythagorean theorem once again. BM plus 3 squared equals 6 squared equals to 27. So then our BM square will be equal to 3 root 3. Now that you know BM equals 3 root 3 and BM times 2 equals BC, so BC equals 6 root 3 because you'd have to multiply this by 2. And that is for part A. Alright, so for part B, it's asking us to find the lateral area and the volume. To get the perimeter, do 3. The number of faces multiplied by 6 root 3. The slant height is 5, so plug it in. And our formula is LA equals 1/2 to perimeter times slant height. LA equals 1/2 times 3 times 6 root 3 times 5. LA equals 1/2, and this will be 18 root 3 times 5, and LA will be 45 root 3. So the lateral area of this figure is 45 root 3. Action. To find the volume, use the formula volume equals 1/3 base times area times height. In order to find the base area, you have to get the area of the base of triangle ABC. With half base times height, you get BA equals to 27 root 3. The height is equal to 4, so plug them into the formula. V equals 1/3 base area times height equals 1/3 1/2 times 9 times 6 root 3 times 4. 1/3 by 54 root 3 over 2 times 4 equals 1/3 27 root 3 times 4 equals 27 root 3 times 4 over 3. Volume will equal to 1 0.08 root 3 over 3, and our final product will be volume equals 36 root 3. And that's A and B. Real world situation. Gil was lost in a forest. Gil needed to build a tent or she would die. As perfectionist, she wanted to find the measurements to construct an ideal tent with congruent parts. In the forest, she gathered 3 short sticks to use as stakes and 1 4-foot stick to use as supporting pole for her tent, which will be made for her blanket. But when she put up the tent, she kept the supporting pole perpendicular to the ground. She wanted to keep the distance from the center of the pole OA so the 3 stakes are equal, and in order to keep all 3 sides BC of the triangular base equal. So she first had to find the measurements of OM, which was 3 feet. In order to find OA, which was 6 feet, with OA she could calculate BC, the length of the side of the base, which was 6 root 3. So Gil made all the sides of the base equal to 6 root 3 and successfully made a perfect tent. And how she found this was that in order to find OM first, she had to use Pythagorean theorem. So the height was 4 root square plus OM square is equal to 5 root square. 16 plus OM square equals 25. Minus 16 give us 9 root 3. We'll then factor out to 3. So our OM is equal to 3. And to find OA from our last problem, remember that by theorem 10.4 saying that the medians of the triangle intersect in a point that is 2/3 of the distance from each vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So therefore, OA is equal to 2 times OM. So then it'd be 2 times 3, making it OA equals to 6. Now, to find BC, she knew that OB is equal to AO because since OA equals OB, they are both radii to the triangular ABC. With that in mind, we just do the Pythagorean theorem again. So BM square plus 3 root square equals 6 root square. BM square plus 9 equals 36. Minus 9 will give us 27. So BM square equals 27. Square root that, and we get 3 root 3. Now you know BM is equal to 3 root 3, and BM times 2 is equal to BC. So we do 3 root 3 times 2 is equal to 6 root 3, making it a successfully perfect tent. The end.